Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to my review of last night's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Now, last night's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view I thought was good. I liked it. Wasn't, great or perfect, but, I liked it. So like always, I'm going to tell you the matches that were fought and give my reviews on them. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the kickoff match, and missed the beginning of the kickoff, but it didn't really bother me because it was just The Miz and Damien Sandow, or as he would call himself, Damien Mizdow, in the ring doing Mizdow TV. So that was pretty much it. And then later on we had the kickoff match, which was Mark Henry versus Bo Dallas. Quick match, nothing great. Mark Henry got the win with the World's Strongest Slam on Bo Dallas, and because they had this match because Bo Dallas has defeated Mark Henry 4 times, and it was time for Mark Henry to get his revenge on Bo Dallas. So Mark Henry won with the World's Strongest Slam. But overall, it was a quick match, 10-second match, nothing great. But the next is the first match of the pay-per-view, and it was Dolph Ziggler versus Cesaro in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the Intercontinental Championship. Good match. I liked it. Great wrestling from Dolph Ziggler and also Cesaro. Ziggler got the win. Ziggler got the first win, and he also got the second win also with his move. He did the zigzag, but he got both falls, and he won, and he still retains the Intercontinental Championship. So it was a good match. I enjoyed it. And next was Brie Bella versus Nikki Bella. The winner has to be their assistant for 30 days, or they have to leave WWE. But match I didn't care for. Nikki Bella got the win, and so Brie has to be Nikki's assistant for 30 days. But overall, it was a match that I didn't care for. Sorry about that, but was saying Nikki Bella won the match, and Brie has to be her assistant for 30 days. And also, they didn't. If both of them didn't, they would be forced to leave WWE. But overall, it was a match I didn't care for. So, the next was the Usos versus Goldust and Stardust for the Tag Team Championships. Pretty good match. I liked it. Great action from both these superstars. Like the Usos, I like Goldust and also Stardust. But Gold and Stardust win, and they still retain the Tag Team Championships with Goldust hitting the final cut. But overall, it was a pretty good match. I really liked it. And next was John Cena versus Randy Orton in a Hell in a Cell match, the first Hell in a Cell match of the night. Really, really good match. I enjoy it a lot. It was a great match. But you have, chairs, tables, but it was really good. But John Cena got the win with the attitude adjustment on Randy Orton through a table. But that was really cool, and Randy Orton did some RKO's out of nowhere. Like, Cena was going for the AA on Orton, and just when John Cena tried to slam Orton down, Orton just countered it with an RKO, which that was really cool. But overall, it was a great match. I really liked it. Just saying it because I'm a Cena fan. Big John Cena fan. And next was Sheamus. Well, I'm going to say, you hate me all you want for liking John Cena. So, as I know, majority of the YWC hate Cena. Well, the next is Sheamus versus Miz for the United States Championship. This is a okay match, but the match was hilarious because of Damien Sandow at outside the ring and him doing the moves. He's Miz's stunt double, and him doing all the moves and throwing himself all over the place was hilarious. I was in tears of laughter from seeing Damien Sandow do all that. But overall, Sheamus won, and he still retains the United States Championship with the Brogue Kick on Miz. But overall, it was an okay match. Next was Big Show versus Rusev. Nothing great in this match. Just Rusev taking out Big Show. Well, Big Show Big Show was dominating the match in the beginning, but then when Rusev took out Big Show's knee, I knew right there that Rusev was winning the match. But Big Show tried. He tried. And you have Mark Henry outside the ring, cheering on Show. And he also was trying to get involved in the match, but Rusev kicked him off the ring apron. But Rusev got the win with the accolade on Big Show, because Big Show was passed out. But overall, it was your typical Rusev match. Nothing great. And the next was AJ Lee versus Paige for the Divas Championship. Pretty good match. I liked it. It was just your typical Divas match. You had Alicia Fox at outside the ring, cheering off for Paige. And of course, AJ Lee got the win, and she still retains the Divas Championship with the Black Widow on Paige, which is cool because I'm a huge fan of AJ. Like I said, I also like Paige too. And then after the match, you had Paige being mad at Alicia Fox and pushing her, and she was like, Paige was like, she hates Alicia now. But overall, it was a okay match, but your typical Divas match. And next was the main event, which was Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell match. Now, this was good in the beginning. It was a good match, but at the same time, the ending made the match become a disappointment, in my opinion. I know you could agree with me. You could agree or disagree with me all you want, but it's just my opinion. Frankly, because they start with Dean Ambrose going on top of the cell. Yeah, Seth Rollins coming down with Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury. Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury tell him, don't go up on top of the cell. And it's just Seth Rollins Seth Rollins sends Noble and Mercury up on top of the cell, only to be kendo sticked by Dean Ambrose, and then also Rollins climbs up, which he did that to try to distract Ambrose. And then you had them going through both announce tables, which was cool, which reminded me of Shawn Michaels when he went through the announce table when he was facing Undertaker, and also Stone Cold and McMahon. Even though Stone Cold didn't go through the announce table when they had the cage match at St. Valentine's Day Massacre. But they were taken out on a stretcher, both Ambrose and Rollins, and after that they just started going at it. But then at the end of the match, you had Kane involved too. In the match, he was outside. He sprayed the fire extinguisher in Dean Ambrose. Then at the end of the match, it becomes a disappointment. Dean Ambrose is going to curb stomp Rollins because he took out the cinder blocks, and what Rollins did to Ambrose with the cinder blocks on Raw that time, couple of months back. But it becomes a disappointment when Bray Wyatt shows up. Bray Wyatt actually returned. It's cool to see him back after about like 2 months, because last time we saw Bray Wyatt was John Cena defeated him and took out all the Wyatt family, and now the Wyatts are splitting up because you didn't see Luke Harper and Eric Rowan there. It was just Bray Wyatt, and like you saw like this, the screen went pitch black, and then you heard like this talk, and then saw like a lantern in the ring, and a little smoke coming out. It looked like a hologram. My friend said it might have been like probably a hologram of the Sister Abigail or something like that. And then just out of nowhere, Bray Wyatt just comes in and takes out Ambrose and gives Seth Rollins the win, which was kind of disappointing. I would love to see Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, one of them, win the match and finish it good. But all in all, it was a good match in the beginning, but then when Bray Wyatt shows up, the match becomes a disappointment. That's just my opinion. You could agree or disagree with me all you want, like I said. But yeah, so anyways, that's it for my review of this year's Hell in a Cell. Thank you all for watching, and until the next video, I'll see you all later. Bye.